So about a year ago, I went to go visit Patrick from Lambda School when he graduated Lambda School to go congratulate him. He made it through the 9-month program, and it was really hard, and he wanted to quit and all that. And I promised that I would keep following up with him so that you guys could see what it's like from start to finish to getting a job and a year later. And that's what this video is. But let me say that this video is not sponsored by Lambda School at all. This is sponsored by me and my hard work. If you're interested in Lambda School or any of that, there's a link down there in the description. You can use that to sign up. So I was like, Patrick, it's been a year. You gotta let me come out and see you. And that's exactly what we did. I booked a ticket for myself. I booked a ticket for Mike. I got us this hotel, and we're flying out for a week to see kind of like what he's been up to and just the quality of life increase. If you don't know, he was living in San Jose, California with his mom and his 2 kids, and he was sleeping on the couch and the floor, depending on if his kids were there or not, and just grinding out Lambda School all day long. 400 square feet is a tiny little room. It's smaller than this hotel that we're in right now for 5 people sometimes. I mean, it was him, his mom, his 2 kids, and then Jose would stay sometimes. That's a pretty cramped space, and it was like $2,200 a month with rent control. So we got to Austin, Texas, we got to our hotel, we unpacked, and Patrick was still at work, and once he was off work, he came to pick us up, and we were both pretty surprised. I mean, to be honest, his life is just completely leveled up. Patrick just got off work. It's 4:44. He's coming to get us. Apparently he has a new car. I think the last time I saw him it was like a 2-door 1990 green Thunderbird that barely worked, but it takes you from A to B. Anyways, he's gonna come pick us up. What's it like to be rich now, my dude? How's this car compare? It doesn't feel like a piece of shit. Doesn't feel like a piece of shit. We're going to your house, right? Yep, we're going to my place. All right. Let me pull out my list of questions. Think back to a year ago and close your eyes. Did you ever think that you would be driving a Lexus to and from work every day?
Honestly, I never thought I would ever have my own apartment. I thought I was going to be homeless one day. I never thought any of this would ever happen.
You want to know a fun fact? 1 year ago today is when you made that video, I Quit.
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Because they're doing Redux right now.
Wow.
In the current one. So yeah, 1 year ago today was when you made the I Quit.
Just to think, like, if I had given up,
yeah, you wouldn't be out here.
I wouldn't be doing it.
The garage where he parks his car is bigger than the house he lived in. Yeah, his Lexus has a better standard of living than Patrick did when he was going to Lambda School.
If you still even have footage of my mom's apartment or whatever back home in San Jose, but her living room is about half of this actually, this garage by itself.
Give us the tour.
So this is the laundry room, obviously, right next to the garage. And if you come in here, this is the kitchen and the living room.
The kitchen is the size of your mom's house.
This living room is almost twice the size of my mom's place. So here's Arlo, and boy. And then this would be the dining area, and then my computer setup's over here. And then this is the living room.
The big thing is that you're not sleeping on the floor or
This
the couch.
is true, or the couch. So I have my own bedroom now. Jose has a bedroom over there, so this is a 2-bedroom, obviously. If you look over here, here's our bed.
Oh, doesn't it like recline?
Yeah, it does. So this part comes up and this part comes up, so you can basically almost sandwich yourself.
That's pretty cool. It just like almost folds in half?
Yeah. And then the door to the patio is over there, and then we have open space and a walk-in closet. But
so we sat him down and talked to us about everything that has changed, like how much money he takes home at the end of the day. Like he was pretty transparent about everything. Like you worked at Costco and you would like stock shelves and stuff. Now you have skills that are valuable that people want to pay for. What is that like?
there are some days where, you know, I'll like push up code and I think to myself, I'm like, this is what is giving me the big bucks. It doesn't, like, anyone could do it. I just don't feel like I'm special.
He can support himself, his girlfriend, his dog, his girlfriend's cat, and Jose, and his kids, and his mom now. Yeah. Like, that's going from having to feel like, Patrick told me a few times, like he felt really bad for having to live with his mom, and that he's only taking from his mom right now while he has to do it, and now he can completely give back. He told me that he wants to get his mom a house. How far will $5 take you here versus California?
The thing that shocked me the most about that purchasing power is when you go out to buy groceries for the month. You know, in California, you're getting maybe a week's worth of groceries, and that's $300-400. Out here, me and Jose, first time, stocked up for the month, $240 for a month's worth of food. And I mean, like, my rent out here is, I pay $1,650 a month, and that's with pet rent, where my mom's paying $2,100 a month for 500 and something square feet. And this is 2-bedroom, mind you, with a private parking garage.
So what's like your total monthly bill here?
Every month, maximum I pay just for the apartment with utilities and, you know, internet, etc., electricity, however you want to wrap it up. A little under $1,800. I pay $1,798. I think it's the most I've ever paid in 1 month. I think the best part is that financially I am free to kind of invest in hobbies and things that I like, upgrade my computer, you know, buy new furniture if we need it, be able to feed the dog and feed the cat and take them to the vet if we ever need to, or if they have surgery or any of that. We have savings.
If you looked at the apartment in San Jose and then you look at how he lives now, you would never think that he would ever had come from that. You would never know. You would think that he's been living this lifestyle his whole life, you know? Like, you'd never think, I'm gonna buy some nice leather couches with buttons on the side and get some little fluff pillows for the corners. Like, you'd never know that he come from where he did. How do you feel writing code now compared to when you were writing code at Lambda?
When you're learning code at Lambda, you're obviously learning the bare minimum to kind of understand how all of the things work together correctly. But as soon as you enter the job, you learn how to kind of abstract that to make it more scalable. You know, write tests that kind of cover a wide base of the code range. And, you know, it's just, it's not that you're writing better. I mean, I guess it is writing better code, but I would say better is more of a statement on scalability rather than actually like writing it.
Are you going to be more technical or more management?
I've discovered the one thing that I really enjoy and I really am proficient at is taking a new idea and implementing it and building it. And part of that I've learned through this job is that you need to be kind of your own manager in a way, and you need to kind of like build out how it's going to work, whiteboard it, get, you know, other people involved and kind of set up meetings, and that kind of implies a certain level of managerial experience, being able to set up the meeting, get everybody in the same room, and just being able to get everybody on focus and on point. So I think in the future, like if I was to say 5 years down the line, I would see myself as more of like a manager helping run the code base, not necessarily creating the new stuff, but getting people to the spot where we are shipping newer things and newer products. The way I envisioned me coming out of boot camp was definitely not at all how I wanted it to go. I had planned it in the way that, like, as soon as I was done, companies would be flocking to me because I'm now a software engineer and I'm like hireable, and they're just gonna be like, give me, you know, junior engineer, oh, that's literally what we want. But it was nothing like that. And you kind of find that the hardest aspect of Lambda isn't actually learning the code and becoming a software engineer. It's getting the foot in the door, honestly. The journey was really tedious and a long process, and there was so many more times I wanted to give up rather than when that one time with Redux. If you see everything that I have right now versus what I had back then, this should be proof enough, to all of you out there, this should be proof enough that it works, the process works, and you just got to push through and keep at it.
Like, you gained a lot, obviously. Is there anything that you've lost?
The one thing I've lost is the freedom to do what I want and go where I want. You know, a car payment and you know, an apartment note that I have to pay. I don't have like the freedom to really just say, you know what, I want to go back to school and do this, or, you know, like how I had with my mom. But at the same time, I would give up that freedom for stability, and I feel like I have that now.
Anyways, I guess if you enjoyed this documentary, we'd like to make more of them. We're trying to figure out how to make this happen. If you're on a journey to like level up your life somehow, maybe that's what we should call it, like the Level Up documentary series, you know? Yeah, we'll do like, yeah, and so we'll come to you and we'll document your life, and hopefully there's a before and after, and hopefully like I can help you do it while I'm there and give you some hints and tips and ideas, and because this is like something I've been working towards for a long time. And if you're interested in Lambda School, and if you're interested in what Patrick did to go from this before and after, the link for that is down in the description, and it's a referral link. It helps support the channel. But if you enjoyed the documentary, if you got something out of it, if it inspired you, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think, let Mike know what you think. Again, if you'd like to support the channel, there's some cool links down there in the description you can check out, so we can keep doing this and keep trying to inspire and help people and just make people aware that they don't, you know, they have a choice in how they live their life.